Hey guys, welcome back to the BMW Blog YouTube channel, and once again, welcome back to Munich. It's been quite a week for us. We've seen and tested a lot of new BMWs, and of course, we have one more for you. This is the all-new BMW X1 and iX1, brand new products from BMW, and to learn more about those, I have with me Tobias Hegar. He's the product manager for the X1 series, and he's going to walk us through some of the design changes on the redesigned X1, of course, some of the specs, the technical specs, powertrains, pricing, and so on and so forth. So, Toby, thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me take a look at these new products. We have 3 of them, and we're going to walk through each one of them. But maybe let's start with the project overview. Tell me, what was the idea behind the new X1 family?
I mean, the X1 is one of the most important products for the BMW Group, as you may know, and sure. This is a success story, and we want to continue the success story. So we had the first X1 in 2009, so we already sold 1.9 million cars already, and we are quite confident with this beautiful cars that we continue the success story. So the idea is actually to bring the generation, also in terms of design, I think a big step, also in terms of digitalization, a big step forward. So we're really looking forward to the market launch.
Sure. So now let's talk about the platform. So it's a single platform. I believe it's called UKL, front-wheel drive based. Tell me more about that, and what was the idea to really bring different variants on the same platform?
Yeah, I mean, vacation is a big topic for sure. So we're quite confident that we will have the perfect offer for the customers. So we have a plug-in hybrid version, we have ICE versions with mild hybrid variants, and we have for sure the first time a fully electric version. So we have a lot of flexibility. We produce everything in plant Regensburg. So we are very proud of that and hope for a big success.
Okay, so tell me about the design a little bit. At the first glance, it looks more of a smaller X3 maybe?
Yeah, that's the main impression from a lot of guys. So I think it's a good feedback to have this presence, because it was all about the presence. Yeah, we want to make the car more present, more mature. Yeah, that was one of the main goals. Interestingly, the car didn't grow a lot. It still has a length of 4.5 meters, so still very compact, but the appearance is totally different. I think this is a big step forward, especially because we have a more upright hood and a more square kidney grille. So I think this is the main things. The designer will for sure give you more details about that, but once you see it, you see a different presence, much more mature.
Sure. And we have here 2 different lines, packages. Can you tell me more about that? So what's that one called?
Yeah, that's the X line.
Okay.
We still offer it. It's known from the predecessor, and we also offer the M Sport package that you can see on this car. So totally different variations. So you can put every line on every car, so on every drivetrain. So the X line works on the PHEV, on the BEV, on the ICE, as well as the Sport package. So you have the full flexibility to design the car as you want.
Okay, so before we talk about the different powertrains and we take a look at the iX1 as well, let's talk maybe about the interior design, because I've been inside already the car and it looks a lot more premium than the current generation, and somewhat it resembles the new Active Tourer as well.
Exactly. A lot of takeover from the Active Tourer, because it was the first one that actually introduced the new interior design. 2 highlights maybe I want to highlight here is curved display, now standard for all X1 models, coming together with operating system 8. We have a real head-up display here, nice features like wireless charging tray, and maybe when you sit in, you feel completely new design seats. They offer completely new level of style and comfort. Maybe also because it's an X1, trunk volume. It's also grown by 50 liters. Total trunk volume for the ICE version, 1,600 liters. So also in terms of what you can do with this car, everything more or less.
And you have a little less trunk space in the iX1 than in the ICE version?
Exactly, a little less, 1,495 in total with a second seat, folded seat row, but still I think totally offer. Maybe also to highlight, or we also have this trailer tow hitch, fully electric, so a car for every use.
Sure. And if you spec with the M Sport package, you're basically getting some M Sport seats inside, also the M Sport steering wheel?
Exactly. It all comes together. The M Sport steering wheel is also available as a single option. So you also could pack this into the X line or the base. But for sure, as you said, the M Sport package comes then with the M Sport seats, the steering wheel, and the exterior design for sure.
Gotcha. And of course, BMW customers and fans always care about the wheel choices. What's the offering there?
First of all, 20-inch for the first time.
Okay.
With the X-Line and the Sport package, we start with the 18-inch, and for the base version, 17-inch, and a wide variation of designs for sure. And as I said, 20-inch first time on the X1.
Gotcha. So now let's talk about the powertrains, right? Another important topic. So maybe we start with this car right here, and we can probably move closer to that. So first of all, tell me what's the color on this new X1, and then tell me what's the model variant.
So that is hue to orange, our positioning color. I think a very bright color. And this is the 23i.
Okay.
Comes with 218 horsepower and 4-cylinder. And we have also mild hybrid version of that. We will come with a 23i, as you can see here, 23D. And also the starting engines is 18i and 18D.
Okay. Are there any other petrol engine options?
And we also will offer on a later stage in the year a 20i and 20D, depending on the country availability for sure.
Sure. So Toby, what's the starting price on this one?
For this one, it's actually 47,450 euros.
Perfect. All right, so now let's move to this one because it's a lot more exciting as far as the design, a lot sportier.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm assuming this is the most powerful X1 offered, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the PHEV version, 240 kilowatt. A range, very interesting, also a big step forward, up to 89 kilometers. Yeah.
Sure. And performance-wise, 0 to 100?
Yeah, it's 5.7.
Okay.
So quite a performance, good performance on that.
And what's the color on this particular one?
That's frozen pure gray.
Okay.
A very, very nice color, especially in terms of design, because you all see the lines, very good. So
and is this a standard color or is it a BMW individual?
It's an individual color.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we've talked about, the plug-in hybrid, we talked about the ICE version, maybe it's time to look at the first ever BMW iX1 electric. So this is probably the future of the brand. I'm assuming this is a car that will be interesting to a lot of people. As I said, it's the first time BMW is doing an X1 electric. So let's talk about this one. Let's maybe talk about the engine specs. Let's talk about the performance and, of course, the range, charging also.
Yeah. So as you said, a very important model for us. Also quite a worldwide offer that we can do with this model. Mineral white color, just because we talked a lot about colors, so I just want to mention that. And also you have this blue elements that you can be deselected for sure, but for every customer that wants to have this blue elements, that is still an offer. Performance, as you said, up to 230 kilowatts, range up to 438 kilometers, charging 10 to 80% in 29 minutes, or in other words, you can charge your car in 10 minutes up 120 kilometers.
Gotcha.
So all these numbers are, I think, quite confident and still preliminary, because we will hit the mark with this model and the PF version in November and the combustion engine in October.
Gotcha.
So we'll come with the final technical dates on a later stage.
Okay, and can you tell me about the battery pack size?
It's a net 62.4.
And there is only one variant,
There's
basically.
actually at the moment only one. On the PHEV we have 25E and 30E. This is the 30E. On the BEV side, at the moment only this model.
Gotcha. And it's fair to assume that not all these models will come to all markets. So every market will have their own option to pick which model wants to get.
It's a worldwide offer for sure, but country specific in terms of drivetrains. Not every market will have every drivetrain. Yeah, that's for sure.
Pricing?
55,000 euros starting price in Germany.
Okay, very cool. All right, well, Toby, thank you once again for giving an overview of these cars. I'm gonna hop in with Daniel, gonna talk about the design because it's quite interesting, a lot of new elements, but I look forward to driving these cars and especially the iX1. It's an interesting offering. And once again, thanks for having me here. Thanks for giving me an overview and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for your time. I appreciated that, watching this video. As always, please subscribe to our channel and we'll see you with the X1 design review video. So stay tuned.